Hello. Let me cut this air conditioning down. You probably can hear it in the background. I'm obviously not working right now. I'm sorry about that. I'm obviously not working right now. I have my first week and off in the last 3 weeks. I've been really putting in a lot of time with this Instacart thing. But I realized just recently that I didn't really give you a rundown on how your day really starts out when you're working Instacart. There's a couple of videos out there, but I normally try to get my hours between 8 and 5, sometimes 8 and 6, 8 to 9 hours a day if I can get them. Every Sunday morning, you have a chance at 9 o'clock to put in your hours, grab them before they're all gone. So I'm normally up by 8 o'clock in the morning, waiting for them to open up hours, and I'll snatch at least, I'm trying to snatch about 40 hours, 45 hours a week. If you're lucky, you might be able to get all those hours in one zone. Right now, I started off in South Fort Myers. This last week past, I couldn't get all my hours in South Fort Myers, so I went up to North Fort Myers. So some days I'm in North Fort Myers, some days I'm in South Fort Myers. And in fact, one day next week, I'm starting off in the morning in North Fort Myers. I have an hour break, and then I go down to South Fort Myers and finish another 4 hours. So that's how that works as far as getting your hours. And like I told you before, if you put in for 45 hours, you're pretty much guaranteed $10 an hour for those 45, a minimum. And that's what you make plus your tips. Then Instacart will make up the difference to make it $10 an hour. Now, you still have to, you have to have, in order to keep that guarantee, you have to have at least an 80% acceptance rate. You can't be turning down batches, otherwise you blow your guarantee and then you're just like an Uber driver. You're out there working, if you don't make nothing, you don't get nothing. So you want to keep 100%, at least 100% acceptance rate. Now, like I told you before, I get up at 8 and I get in my zone by 8 o'clock in the morning. When I first started, there maybe an hour, 2 hour wait before I got a batch. But it's really picking up down here now. So usually I get there by 8:15 or so, they're throwing me a batch. I run my batch, deliver everything, go to the store, shop, check out, deliver the groceries, and then I hit the app saying I've delivered the groceries. And at that point in time, they'll let you know that they're looking for you another batch. And usually within, let's say, 20 minutes, you got another batch coming in. Now, last week I had a day where there was non-stop. From the time I got there to the time I left, I made over about $130 that day. And that's not including tips. And it was a great day. They buzzed by. I mean, I got a lot done. I increased my speed. I mean, as you do it, don't worry about your speed at first. You're going to be a little bit slow. And they're going to let you know about it. But don't worry about it because they know that you're new and maybe you've never shot before. There's a learning process that goes on with this. I've already improved in 3 weeks about 41%. So I'm doing really good. I mean, really good. Okay, let me backtrack. So you get to your zone about 8 o'clock. If you get a batch, you go do your batch. Go in the store. Once you get in the store, it'll tell you to hold down the button to get your batch, and it will show you your batch. And they'll tell you what store are you shopping in. You have to put that information in, and then you start shopping. And at the bottom of your phone, there's a little timer. It tells you your goal and what you're actually doing as far as how fast you're picking up your items. And at first, don't panic. If they give you an hour to shop and you go hour 15 or hour 20 because you couldn't find this or you're waiting at the deli, they're not going to penalize you for that. It's just for your own personal, motivation so you can improve. Like I said, I've improved 41%. So you pick up your groceries. Once you hit the button that says you got everything, then you got to call the customer and check with them, because if you made any changes to their order because they didn't have something, you replaced it with something, you actually call the customer and talk to them about it. See if they want the changes, if everything's okay. If the customer okays it, then you can go ahead and check out. If the customer doesn't okay it, he might have, well, don't get this, but get that. You may have to go back down the aisle and find whatever the customer requests. It's all about customer service and customers being happy. So, it may take you longer, but if the customer's happy, it makes up for everything. That's my goal. Perfect deliveries, Give the customer what they want. Keep the customer happy. That's the most important goal as a Instacart shopper. Okay, once everything is okay, then you go to the checkout and you're actually timed on the time it takes you to get on the checkout. But that's usually, unless the store is packed or something, that's usually pretty quick. Bing, 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 you're out of there. Once you're done checking out, you slide saying you're done checking out. It tells you, then you slide another slide on your phone to deliver. I normally go out to my car first, pack my coolers. If there's a double batch, separate the batches, and they're different containers, get everything packed up. Then once I hop behind the seat, fire up the car, I slide that button for navigation. Okay, now I'm all packed up. You don't want to say I'm sliding for navigation and, you know, you're not ready to navigate. You're not ready to go. Alright, so that's what I do. Then I go and I drop off the batch or batches. And then at the end of that drop off, when you're all done, I always make sure with every drop, I make sure I give the customer everything they got. You don't want to leave water in the trunk. You want to check all your coolers and make sure if that customer stuff was in that cooler that you put that stuff in your carry box and you take it out. Later on, I'm going to do a video about some of the equipment I have. I'll show you my setup in my car. Alright, once you get all your batches delivered, then you slide and say all deliveries are completed or completed deliveries. And Instacart will notify you right away. They say, okay, you've delivered. We're in the process of trying to find you another batch. At that point in time, I normally either go back to the store that they sent me to, because it's normally pretty close, within 5-10 minutes of where you delivered from. I go back to that store. It's in your zone. And a lot of times you go back to that store, you're sitting for 5 minutes, they'll send you back into that particular store. They know where you're at all times. They track you. So if they got an order in that area and you're sitting at that store, most likely they will send you into that store to do your shopping, which saves you on driving. Like if you're in one store and they say you want to go to another store across town to do the shopping, a lot of times you have to do that. But if you're in the store and they get an order at that store, I noticed that they've been sending me to that store, which saves you in money, wear and tear in your car, time. If you reduce your time in between batches, then you get more batches. More batches means more money. Makes sense, right? That has a lot to do with the speed too. You complete your shopping faster, you complete your deliveries faster, then you make more money. But all that, like I told you before, will come, as you do it, as you learn. I'm getting faster and faster. I'm getting more efficient. It's really a good thing. So I'm basically just making this video. I know this is a little long, but just to give the newcomers who are just thinking about doing this, maybe you're an Uber driver, maybe you're doing something else, and you want to know what a day is like. The day goes by fast, like I said on the other video, because if you're busy batch after batch, your mind is going, you are busy going, you're getting a lot of exercise, the hours are flying by. Before you know it, it's time to go home. After 11-hour shift, you felt like you only worked like 5. So it's a great job. I love it. If you have any comments that you want to post underneath this video, go right ahead. I'll answer any questions I can. And I guess that's about it. I'll leave a referral number at the bottom of this video. If you're interested in driving, use my referral number, please. And you'll make money. I'll make money. It'll all be good. I think the next video I'm going to show you is my setup in my car. I think it's pretty good, especially down here in Southwest Florida, because it's very hot. I got 2 coolers, 40-quart coolers in my car. One's electric, and one I use the blue ice packs in. And I find them totally necessary. Totally necessary. Ice cream you're hauling around. Sometimes you're on the road for 20 minutes. You can't keep your car air going all the time because you're in the store a lot of time for an hour and a half. When you come back out, that car is hot in the inside. Hot. Those coolers will keep cold spaces in your car until your air brings the temperature down. So when you throw your ice cream and your cold frozen goods in the cooler and you get ready to deliver them, you don't have to worry about them going bad. Meats and stuff getting warm, you don't have to worry about that. It's a health issue for Instacart, for the customers and the stores. So they're going to require you have a good cooler. In fact, you're going to have to, when you first do it, you're going to have to prove that you have a decent cooler by sending in a picture or something. Or purchase one from them. Alright, I know I've been going on and on and on. This is Jeff Foster. I hope I've been helpful, and please use my referral number and sign up for Instacart. They're blowing up down here. They're getting busier and busier. Every week that I've been doing this, I've been getting busier and busier, and I have a feeling this is going to be a good thing down here in Southwest Florida. A lot of people really love the service. Okay, this is Jeff Foster. I hope you enjoy your rideshare experiences, and I'll make another video soon. Bye bye.